Hello, how are you? My name is Magical Jones. I really didn't know how to start this video because I'm trying to make sure that I'm feeling a certain type of way and that I'm looking a certain type of way. And I've been sitting here for like an hour. I put on some meditation music, poured me a glass of wine, and I felt like I still wasn't ready. And this has been my issue with being persistent when it comes to creating content, and sending out messages. So really I have just been sabotaging my dream and my life purpose because of insecurities. Do I look a certain type of way? And then I'm like, just a lot of like egotistical stuff. And this may be a message for someone. Don't let yourself get in the way of you. Let me make sure my volume is up because it seemed like the last video I made, the volume was very low. Unless I'm just far away from the camera. But don't get in the way of your destiny, okay? Don't allow insecurities that you know are not real to stop you from doing what it is that you are purposed to do, or what some people say called to do. This video, I don't even know the title. I don't have a title, and normally I don't create a title for my videos until afterwards, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what that was about. But I did write down some things that I picked up in my spirit that I felt like someone needed to hear. Okay. And excuse me, I do a lot of my pausing. Excuse me. I do a lot of my pausing. Yes, because like I said in some of my previous videos, because I overanalyze myself, and my Mercury is in Taurus. But with this particular webcam, it moves a certain way, like it's like a delay. Like I'm doing this and it does it like a couple of seconds later. So excuse me if I seem like a certain type of way. Well, I got this thing on tight. That black one I be having on, it feels good because it's loose on my neck. But this one, boy, I don't know why I put that thing on. I guess I need some discipline. Anyway, discipline to create my content is what I'm meaning. But first of all, the first message that I got for the video is that our spirit guides are feeling like we have abandoned them, okay? And this is not going to resonate with everybody. Most people talk to their spirit guides on a regular. Like, I know I talk to and I communicate with my spirit guides because I know that I need divine guidance. But sometimes I may go a day or two without communicating with my spirit guides. And what made me think of that was I have this little angel. Her name is Jubilee. Jubilee. Because it says it on the bottom of the thing, okay? I'm not going to change her name because I want to. But she's a Jubilee angel, okay? Hold on. The lighting is kind of bright, so you can't really see the detail. But she is an African American angel. She's dressed in white clothing. She has what appears to be a lotus in her hand, holding it up to her heart. She has a wreath with some pink roses in her hand. It could be the same rose. I don't know. I don't know why I said this. I just felt like this was a lotus. But she has the same flowers around on her head. She has long, flowy black hair. And at the bottom right here is a rabbit. And the rabbit is surrounded with flowers at the base of Jubilee. I keep her in my window, okay? I keep Jubilee in my window, and sometimes I'll set my crystals in the window with her, depending on when I need to recharge them or whatnot. But I'm just picking up that our spirit guide, and I'm not saying that Jubilee is my spirit guide, you know what I'm saying? She represents my spirit guide or guardian angel or whatnot. But let me get to the message before I veer off. But our spirit guides are there, and we need to allow them to assist us. And I'm looking down because I'm looking at my little notepad, okay, that I got a couple of things written down on. And I'm sorry about the lighting. Until I can do better, this is how it is, okay? I may move from different areas of my house or in my room, but the lighting is going to be pretty much the same, basically. But spirit guides are there to allow them to assist you. So, with that being said, you know, some of us, we go through things and, okay, who's calling me? This is my little rabbit. My baby, my daughter Isis gave me this rabbit, okay? Along with the rabbit that's on her. Now, I done had Jubilee for probably about 6 years. I found her at a secondhand store, okay? I hadn't been to a secondhand store in so long, but I love going to the secondhand store for certain things. But for my birthday, my daughter gave me this rabbit. And he also has she also has a little flower, the same flower that's surrounding Jubilee. Same pink flower. And I looked up the definition or the symbolism of rabbits in this prosperity, fertility, longevity, however you want to say it. And it is associated with Venus. It's associated with, for those that celebrate holidays, it's associated with Easter, you know, but abundance, prosperity, luck. And with that being said, some of our spirit guides, or some of your spirit guides, this is a message for someone other than me, but some of our spirit guides are feeling left out or feeling unused. Not that they necessarily have feelings, you know, spirits and energies don't have feelings. We do, okay? Emotions, they don't. But when we fail to utilize the resources that the universe gives to us, you know, we kind of miss out on things. So for those that believe in spirit guides, guardian angels, or whatnot, take advantage of their energies, okay, and let them assist you in some of these transitions that have been going on, you know, and it very well may help you to transition a lot easier, okay? Just speaking to them alone, or speaking, you know, to a certain energy or at a certain vibration alone does wonders, okay? After that, I snatched the hell out of that boy. After that, I got, after closing doors and walking away, be sure to protect your energy, because a lot of us have recently went through transitions, because it's a lot of transitions that's been going on, because, you know, everyone is heading to their God place, you know what I'm saying, to their higher self, and, you know, connecting with their higher consciousness. You know, it's like a awakening, a mass awakening that's going on. I like to call it the rapture, okay? Where mass people all over the world are just awakening and coming into their true self, you know, and vibrating on a higher frequency. And I feel good. I feel that in my solar plexus. So, you know, vibrating on a higher frequency, regardless of what you may see on the news. Now, I'm hearing to say that regardless of what you hear on the news and what you see on social media, because those things are there for a reason, okay? Which is one reason why I don't really indulge in the news. I may watch the news for the weather or the lottery, and that's really not even on the news. That's like in between time. Excuse me. But don't let like certain information. I was talking about this on my last video. You know, we are in the age of information, and you know, all the information that comes to us is not necessarily true. you know, and it's not necessarily beneficial, you know. So we have to be able to discern and have enough wisdom and do our research so that we would know what the truth would be, you know. And even then, you know, you would still have to do a lot of research because there's a lot of information out here, whether it's in books or online or just, you know, communicated through word of mouth. There's a lot of information out here, and just because it's in a book or on YouTube or on Facebook, you know, especially now, especially on these little memes, just because it's written does not mean that it's true, okay? And I'm getting that that is a setup because in the near future, could be some years from now, they're gonna say, well, if the information that the information that's in books and, you know, validated online and all this other stuff is not true or may not be true, then what about the information that was written on the walls of Egypt? Is there a chance that this could not be true? You know, and I'm just getting that is going to be somebody's debate, okay? And the debate is then going to spread throughout social media, and it's going to have a lot of people confused. So stand strong in what it is that, first of all, you know, okay? Facts are facts. Can't cover up some things regardless of how you try, and that's been shown, okay? You can't cover it up. It's just like, for instance, you know, everybody notices that my hair has been bleached, but guess what? The realness and the truth of the color of my hair is going to come back. It's going to come back. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be shown once my hair start growing again. But right now, this is the color of my hair, and I love it. I like it. But the truth cannot be hidden. You know, it can be covered up or hidden for a while, but after a while, it can't be. Okay, I'm hearing it can be altered. The truth can be altered, but it can't be hidden. Okay, I don't know how I got on that when I'm supposed to be talking about after closing doors and walking away, be sure to protect your energy. And I said that because I was picking up that with this transition, these transitions that everyone has been going through, a lot of relationships and partnerships have ended. And not only partnerships and relationships, but habits, you know, that we were codependent on. We walked away from those things. Ways of thinking, you know, we turned away and we walked away from those things. And I picked up that after you walk away from these people, places, or things, ways of thinking, protect your energy, because it's so easy to look back. Like, looking back, you're gonna look back. You hear a lot of people say, don't look back. You know, even in the parable in the Bible, when they talked about, I don't remember who wife it was, but they were leaving a city, and she was told to leave, to run or whatever, and don't look back. And she looked back and she turned into a pile of salt or whatever, salt or whatnot. But I'm here to tell you that you can look back. Okay? And sometimes you have to look back to measure the distance or your achievements. You know what I'm saying? And when I say look back, that's mentally, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not just like looking back, because you can't always look back, turn around and look back and see how far you have come in life. This is a mental thing, you know. So sometimes you're going to be thinking about this thing or these people or this place or this way of thinking, because you're going to go through a period of isolation. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go through a period to where you feel like you're all alone, and it's a transitioning period, you know. And like I was saying on one of my other videos, when you transition, you know, you will feel lonely, because for one, everyone is not going to be able to travel with you on this transition mentally. That means people are not going to understand. You know what I'm saying? So if people are not going to understand, it's going to make you kind of like second guess yourself. Like, dang, should I really be doing this? You know, dang, am I tripping? You know what I'm saying? Turn away and you walk away from people that just kind of no longer, you don't even really vibrate on the same frequency anymore. And I'm holding my baby. I sleep with her in my bed. Her, and this is my little comfort thing. So a lot of times, like if you follow me on Instagram, or if you're my friend on Facebook, you see me take little pictures, you'll see a little pink thing in the background. That's my little comfort. It's not a blanket, but I sleep with that too. But you know, you leave these people, and then you're in this transitional period to where you get to like think, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you will think back, you know what I'm saying? And you will decide, begin to miss these people, and you're like, dang, am I doing this? Am I doing the right thing, or am I being selfish? You know, but at the same time, if you have done it, and you've done it because, I'm sorry, I'm looking for my crystals. They'll come up. Trust me, I'm not good. But anyway, if you, I knew it. This is the right one, the one I was looking for. It's an amethyst stone. But if you have done it, and you have done it for the right reason, which is because not only are you not resonating or vibing with these people, but your intuition just tells you that something is not right with you being around these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might be around them, or they might call you and whatnot, and every time they call you, they want something. Or every time you're around them, you just feel like, you know, okay, for instance, you know how you be around somebody and they be like, oh, I love you so much. But then you just kind of feel like odd when you're around them. You like, I don't feel like this person loves me. Like, you kind of pick up the energies of this person is like kind of underhanded, and I don't really trust this person. Like, I feel like this person only says things to get what they want, or something like that. That's your intuition, okay? Because this person is telling you one thing, but you're feeling something totally different. You know what I'm saying? And even if you go to that person and you tell them, you know, I know you say you love me, but I just don't feel it. And they, oh, man, I love you. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? You know? But your intuition, like the vibes that you pick up. And I'm going to tell you, energy does not lie. I can lie all day, you know what I'm saying? But my energies ain't gonna lie. Like, normally, like, I'm a Taurus, so I'm a very cool, laid back person, you know, but a lot of times my energies are kind of assertive or like aggressive, like people feel like I'm unapproachable, you know, and sometimes I'm like, you know, why do people not approach me? And I'm like, okay, I know, because I'm vibing the way that I'm vibing, like the energies that I'm giving off, you know. I'm kind of like feeling some type of way, really, but I'm trying to come off one way, but really I'm feeling a certain type of way. And the way that you're feeling is the way that you're vibing, because those are your vibrations. You know what I'm saying? So that's just like when you go to work and you trying to put on a smile, and you like, you know, because you know you got to put on a mask sometimes for people. We all do at some point in time. We have to, you know, portray to be a certain way. But we go to work and we put on, or to school or wherever, you know, and we put on like this energy or this mask of like being happy and like, okay, yeah, I'm here to, you know, do my job. But at the same time, people keep walking up to you and be like, you alright? You be like, why people keep asking me, am I alright? Because really you don't even want to be there, and really deep down inside you know you don't want to be there. This is why people keep coming up to you and asking you, are you alright? You know what I'm saying? Because they feel your energy. Energies don't lie. Okay? But going back to what I was saying, after walking away from these things that you have decided to walk away, things, people, place, thoughts, it's okay to look back, because looking back is like planets being in retrograde. You know what I'm saying? This is you reflecting and reevaluating the situations. Okay? So yeah, you will look back. But the thing about it is, you can look back, but don't go back if you know that that's not where you're supposed to be. Okay? And sometimes it's hard not to go back, especially when you feel alone. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, you are not alone, because there's a lot of people going through this same thing, because it's happening because the energies of the planets. Okay? All this stuff is destined to happen. Okay? This is something that the universe, or God, however you want to say it. I like to say the universe. But this is something that the universe is transpiring. This is something that the universe is doing, okay, to help us arrive to our destination, okay? And if you go back, then guess what? You're going to have to repeat that cycle. You're going to have to repeat that lesson all over again, because 9 times out of 10, these people resonated, or this thing resonated, or this way of thinking, it resonated with you for a while, and it served its purpose. But then once something serves its purpose, you have to let it go and clear that space so that something new can come in. Okay? I notice that I'm talking a lot clearer right now. I don't know if it's the meditation music. I don't know if a planet has shifted. I need to look that up. But I'm talking a lot clearer. I don't know if it's because I'm comfortable and I'm, you know, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, don't look back. Don't go back. You look back. Excuse me. It's okay to look back, because looking back is reflecting and reevaluating and making sure that this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Remember I said this thing was tight, right? Maybe I need to loosen it up. It's tight. It's metal too, so I just don't like when it hangs too low. Okay, that's better. I should have kept on my black one, but I felt like this one would look better in the light. Yeah, but be wise and be strong enough to wait. You know, during this transitional period, be strong enough and wise enough to wait, and that will require trust. Okay, trust in who? Trust in yourself. Trust in knowing that what it is that you want to manifest is going to happen. You know, trust that the universe has your back. You know, you can't just say it for the sake of saying it, but then you don't believe it, because you'll never really manifest anything. Okay, and that was something that it felt good to me to actually let go. And I'm feeling a little like emotional right now because it's true. You know what I'm saying? When you don't know how something is going to happen, or you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know where something is going to come from, but you let go and you stop worrying about it, you know, and you trust the universe, and you trust in the words that you speak. You know what I'm saying? And you know that you have power in your words, and you know that your words are going to manifest. Maybe not immediately, you know, because sometimes when we manifest, we intent, or we put our intent out there to manifest something, we think that it's supposed to happen that day or the next day. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it takes a while. You know what I'm saying? So once you get to a place to where you actually are like, for instance, let's say money, because money is something that everyone experiences a high and a low of. You know what I'm saying? Because money is energy, it is currency, you know, and it flows, you know, and it goes up and it goes down. And when it's up, you know, so are our so is our confidence, our emotions are up, like yeah, we good, like our we're secure, we're more secure in knowing that things will get done. Okay, but when money is low, you start to vibrate on a lower frequency. And so when you vibrate on a lower frequency, when it comes to money, you start to worry, you know. But what we have to do is understand that when it comes to money, we can't function like that, okay? If you can't resonate high, and it takes practice, you know, because it's like when you need some money for a bill, you need it now. You know what I'm saying? Or at least within a few days or a week or so. But when you are assured, because when you think back, and this is the easy way of doing it, you think back and you realize that when it was time for that particular bill to be paid, or any bill to be paid, or, you know, it was time for something. I'm sorry, I gotta keep moving around. And I got my legs crossed in Indian style, and I be kind of, you know, I'm getting kind of old, so I'm getting stiff. But any thing for that matter. Once we realize that, when we look back, when we reflect and we reevaluate the situation, there's always been a way. Like, it may have even been late. The bill may have even been late, but it got paid. You know what I'm saying? And, we all go through different situations or whatnot. Some people just believe that nobody is supposed to pay their bills late. Sometimes people have the money and they'll pay their bill late because they forget about the bill. You know what I'm saying? So I don't give a care. I almost said something else. But I don't care who you are. You can't say that you have not needed money at some point in your life. And this is the thing that we do in life. We portray a certain type of way, and we don't let people see our struggles. Now, yeah, true, it's nobody's business what you go through. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's business that you may be struggling on the bill. I'm a Taurus. I don't like telling nobody what the hell I'm struggling with. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely don't like to ask for help. But that was one of my lessons in life. With especially, and I know a lot of you guys don't know about it, and I'm laughing because I'm finding myself, I used to be like, oh, I want to learn more about astrology. But, here and there, I'm finding myself putting or inputting astrology in a lot of my conversations. But with my North Node being in Libra and my South Node being in Aries, with the South Node being in Aries, like, Aries is a very independent energy, okay? Aries is all about self, okay? Aries don't need nobody, okay? So Aries think, you know what I'm saying? But Aries is going to make a way to where their world is their world, And I'm not saying that the Aries is an energy of, because I'm not talking about people in particular, I'm just talking about the energies of Aries. But Aries, I guess I will say Aries people, but yeah, Aries people will, they may not like it, and it may be hard for them, like they may feel odd, but they will accept help. They don't like to be codependent on anyone, and they don't really like anyone to be codependent on them because they want to be free, okay? This is why in the tarot, the Fool card is associated with Aries. Aries is the first zodiac sign in the first sign in the zodiac, okay? So it's considered the baby, okay? So it's all about itself. Anyway, don't let me get all into that. With my South Node is something that the South Node is what you were in your previous lifetime, okay? Previous lifetime could have been an earlier childhood, or it could mean a previous lifetime period, like actually being reincarnated. So me, myself, and I'm going to give an example, I really believe that in my in my previous lifetime, I had something to do with, I can't really say, but it had a lot to do, I was in some type of military, like I was a warrior in my previous lifetime. The energies of Aries is very defensive, and they would defend you. no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? The Aries will defend you. But with my North Node being in Libra, Libra is about compromise, collaborating, partnerships. It's also, some people like to relate it to marriage and all this other stuff, but that's the sign, or that's the energy of codependency, okay? So with my South Node being in Aries and my North Node being in Libra, it's like my lesson is to allow people to assist me, and I'm a lot better. I actually ask for help. Certain people I ask for help. Some people I won't ask. But I don't know. You know how it feels when you go to someone and you ask them for help, and they say yes, but it's like they take their time doing it, and you like, okay, I don't want to bother them, but I know maybe they're busy, so let me remind them. So you end up reminding them, but you're asking them again for help, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I ain't forgot about you, so such and such. And I mean, I cannot tell you how many times I have been in that situation, and it doesn't feel good. So I don't like asking for help. I don't like it because I don't like that feeling of, and the person might not intend to do it, but I don't like the feeling of being toyed with. I don't like the feeling of someone feeling like they have some type of control over my life. I don't like it. And yes, my sun is in Aries as well. Like my sun in Western astrology, my sun is Aries Taurus Cusp. I was born on 4/20. And yeah, I don't like it, okay? I would like to pretty much like to be able to do a lot of things on my own, and it's hard. So when you have Aries in your South Node and Libra in your North Node, and you try to do a lot of things, like things that you really want to do on your own, you'll kind of struggle, okay? Because that's the universe's way of saying that I want you to allow people in your life. I want for you to allow people to help you. I want you to know that you are not alone, this, what I'm saying? Regardless of, how some people act. Because some people will toy with you. Some people will mess with you, and some people will be spiteful or whatnot. And that's part of that. I snatched it up. Yeah, I did it again. But that's part of that walking away that the universe has gave us the opportunity to do with people that no longer serve our greatest good. Sometimes people want to see you struggle. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about this is a collective reading. But I can use myself as an example. Okay, but some people want to see you struggle. Some people want to see you low because they want you to be there they want you to be there when they need you. And if you rise too high, then you're not going to be available for them. So you have to be very careful on who you connect with, and who you allow yourself to depend on. Because some people don't have your greatest good in mind. I said that kind of wrong. It just felt wrong, but you know what I'm saying. Some people don't have your best interest in mind. So, yeah. Protect your energy also against when you walk away from these things and people. And I'm talking about people a lot because I feel like it's more relatable. But there are things like alcohol, sex, drugs, um, food, all kind of things that we have been we have become dependent on, to help us get through certain phases in our lives, because they help, whether it helps numb you or it just helps you feel better so you get through, that phase. We have to learn how to protect ourselves against, walking back or going back to that place, okay? To that thing, to these people, okay? In a lot of ways to protect your energy. Like this right here, this is a tourmaline stone. I wear it often, but I also wear this, and a lot of people don't. Like, to some people it means certain things, but to be honest, the crossbone and skull and crossbone represents being at a crossroad and being guided when you get to that crossroad, okay? So this is a form of protection, okay? This is a form of being assistant, being spiritually guided, being divinely protected, okay? So I know a lot of bikers wear these, and I also have my bracelet here, the silver one. These are all skull heads. And people, if you don't know what these symbols mean, then you'll be thinking that this person is like satanic and, gothic and all this other type of stuff. But this is nothing but divine guidance, divine protection. And the reason that, and I don't know who came up with it, okay, because I'm not a biker, but the reason that bikers wear it is for protection, okay, because you're riding bikes and it's considered to be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? This is a symbol of protection, okay? It has nothing to do with, oh, they're in a occult gang and this, that. No, or, oh, you're in this. No, it has nothing to do with that. It's a symbol, okay? Just as this is a pyramid with the eye of Horus on it, okay? And the eye of Horus symbolizes protection as well. There's the eye of Horus and there's the eye of Ra. I think the eye of Ra symbolizes like prosperity and, good luck and, manifesting all those things or attracting all those things, when the eye of Horus is more related to protection, okay? You see, I try to stay protected. I try to stay protected. I do my little affirmations on protection and whatnot, because when you have a kind soul, and as a Taurus in Virgo, because Virgo is my rising sign in Western astrology, we are very, not in a negative sense, but we are very vulnerable people. You know what I'm saying? Especially Virgos. Virgos are healers. And Virgos sacrifice their selves. And when I say selves, I'm not talking about their physical body. They sacrifice their emotions and their feelings and things like that for other people. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of other people, to make other people feel better. This is why Virgos are known as the healers. You know what I'm saying? Because a Virgo is going to make you feel better, like in so many ways, whatever way that is. You know, and a Taurus, you know, a Taurus is known as being vulnerable because a Taurus is very loyal. You know, not loyal to a fact to where like a Taurus won't cheat on you, because a Taurus will cheat on your ass in a heartbeat. You know, especially with that Venus being the mama. But just like a Libra. But I'm not saying all Tauruses and Libras cheat. That's not what I said. Okay, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Everybody, no matter what your sign is, it happens. But being a Taurus is loyal, and they are known to be very persistent, and they are known to stick in there. You know, they're known to stay in situations way longer than what they're supposed to, and it's not because they're weak. It's because when they care, they care. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about a Taurus. A Taurus is a gift, okay? And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Taurus. I'm saying that because I know the energies of Taurus. You know, it's a lot of zodiac signs. Like a Cancer is a gift, but you gotta be careful with a Cancer, because if you hurt, you know, a Cancer will turn on you in so many ways, and a Cancer won't even tell you that they're hurt. They'll hold all that in, and at a certain point they will explode. You know, whether, you know, whatever. I'm not here to do it because I still got a lot to go. But yeah, Tauruses are very persistent, and you know, a lot of people that deal with Tauruses, you know that a Taurus ain't really gonna go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And you know, once you know that somebody is not gonna go nowhere, you kind of take advantage of them. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of do what you want to or whatnot. And not that that person is like dumb and don't see what's going on. It takes a while for them to, you know, be like, okay. It just takes a while for them to make a move. Because trust me, a Taurus, in their head, they're already thinking about when they're going to leave, how they going to leave, you know what I'm saying, what they going to say when they leave, you know what I'm saying, all that. This is why it takes a Taurus so long to leave, because they're analyzing everything. They're taking in everything, you know what I'm saying? And they want to be for sure that when they move, that they're moving for a reason. And also, since Tauruses are about stability and security, they also have to know that when they do move, that whenever, and when I say move, I'm talking about move on, that they are, they have planned the next step in their life, okay? This is a Taurus for you all day, every day, okay? So, if you have a Taurus in your life, and you are in that situation where you think you're getting over on the Taurus, trust me. And when you lose a Taurus, I think when people lose Tauruses, they always regret it. You know what I'm saying? Some, not all. Not all. Anyway, also, I was picking up, you know, like, once we go through these shifts, these transitions, things do get chaotic, you know, and I don't know a lot about it, so I won't talk about it like I know about it, but there's this thing called chaotic magic. You know, for those of you that know, you know what I'm talking about. I know about manifestation, okay, and I know I know about manipulation when it comes to manifestation, and I know how things have to shift, and you know things have to happen, and sometimes things get worse before they get better. Okay, same scenario. Um, but that was a message that I was picking up to give, that things do get chaotic before they manifest. Okay, they do in different ways. Okay, like okay, for instance, thank you, Spirit. Because I was like, okay, I have to explain this in a logical way. Okay, I have to. I got too much earth in me. But for instance, dealing with the tarot, you have the Tower card. Okay, and when the Tower energy happens, it's tearing down a foundation that was, you know, not right from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go into that because then I'll be here another hour. But the Tower energies is about destruction, you know. And when the universe has to come in to destruct some things, it's not always pretty. You know what I'm saying? It may come out with, it may happen with secrets coming out. You may find out that somebody was cheating on you. You may have found out that people were lying to you. You may have lost your job because the universe had, you know, before the Tower comes, there's always a warning before destruction, okay? Not that it can be avoided, but this is the universe's way of saying brace yourself, okay? Prepare yourself, okay? So things get chaotic before they manifest, okay? But after the Tower falls, that gives the universe the opportunity to rebuild this thing with a better or a more stable foundation, okay? To where it can't be broken down. And this is what's happening with a lot of people right now. I'm happy. I mean, I feel really, really good. I felt that in my heart. I feel really, really good about this shift, you know. Does all of it feel good? No, but just thinking about how you have to let go of the old to receive the new, you know. And like I was saying, you know, sometimes it's hard to let go of something that you have been dependent on, something that you have known for all your life, most of your life, a way of thinking that was the absolute truth to you. You know, it's hard to believe something different. And I hadn't talked enough about the way of thinking, but this is an example of this would be finding out that I'm like, do I want to say this? But finding out that something like Jesus is not real, okay? And all your life, you know, you were told that Jesus was real and that Jesus is going to come back and Jesus is going to fix it, you know, when all the time, you know, when you have been praying, what has happened is like when you have been praying and like speaking, because this is something that Christians do, they speak, they prophesy over their life. That's what they call it. They prophesy over their life. So that's affirmations. You know what I'm saying? So everything is really the same. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to Jesus. Some people, Jesus is a deity, okay? But some people believe that Jesus was actually a person. You know what I'm saying? When Jesus was actually a deity, just like Oshun and Ganesh and I'm trying to think of different religions deity, but any deity, you know, any deity that people worship or call upon, it's an energy, you know. And although the person itself is not real, the energy is real, okay? So what you would want to do is you want to go and you would want to research where these energies come from. That first of all, we know that Jesus represents the sun, okay? And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it right there. But yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, anyway, okay, because I'm trying to go with my notes. But next, I have to just remember to vibrate on the frequency that you want to attract, okay? So this is after, you know, or while you're in this transition. That's just like when I was talking about knowing that your bills are going to get paid. You have to know from experience that this is going to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes experience. Like a child, when a child hears their parent talk about, which, you know, that's controversial or whatever. Like, some people don't feel like children should know about stuff like that. But I feel like the more you teach your child, the more that they know, okay? That's just like people don't believe in talking to their children about sex. Use the motherfucking fool if you don't think I'm going to be talking to my babies about sex and protecting themselves and waiting and all this other stuff, because sex is serious, okay? I wanted to say sex is, it's a ritual, you know, and it's a transfer of energies. But anyway, remembering from experience. And if you don't have that experience, it's kind of hard for you to phantom or to believe or to know that something is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So once you gain that experience, for some people just automatically just know, okay? They just know how to just resonate. Like a child. A child normally, like, from birth all the way up till probably like the age of 3, a child really has no fear. The only fear that children have is the fear that we put in them, okay? And we do it not for the sake of being evil or, you know, anything like that. We do it because we want to protect them. Like, oh no, get away from those stairs, or no, don't do that, or no, don't do this. But if you do this, you're gonna hurt yourself, or, you know what I'm saying. And then the child is like, oh, you know, or you might say, what you trying to do, kill yourself? And the child like, oh, I don't want to die, you know. But they would have to have the concept of what dying is, you know. So a child only knows what we teach them. But remember to vibrate on the frequency that you want to attract, okay? That's just like how I was saying, money fluctuates. Here I am trying to keep my hands in the camera. But Some days we have money, and some days money is low. You know what I'm saying? Some days we have a lot of abundance of money, and sometimes money is, you know, kind of low, whether we have it or not. You know, you may be on a budget. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have a lot of money to spend. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it resonates with everybody. Everybody just don't want to admit it. You know what I'm saying? People want to put on like they ain't got no struggles. You know what I'm saying? But why not keep it real? Be relatable to people. You know what I'm saying? Be relatable. But anyway, that same energy that you have when you have an abundance of money, that's why it's important to meditate when you have money, or when you have something that really makes you happy, and you can remember those feelings. You can meditate with those feelings, on those feelings, and then when you don't have it, you can recall those feelings or those vibrations, those higher vibrations, when you don't have it. Like I said already. Okay, I already know it's about time to end this video, but vibrate, or remember, like recall how you felt when you had money, when you don't have money, and them bills gotta be paid. The same way you feel, and it takes practice, okay? It takes practice. You can't just do it if you ain't never went through it, okay? But don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying don't prepare or plan to like get them paid. I'm saying don't let it stress you out. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it bring you to a low vibration. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow that to happen. You have to vibrate on the frequency that you want to attract. Once you can remember being in love with somebody and how they made you feel, and when they said sweet words to you, or when they took you out, or the way that they looked at you, or the way that you looked at them, or whatever, and you can remember how that felt, just close your eyes and just kind of like meditate on that vibration. You know what I'm saying? Because this is why they say you can't attract what you don't have, okay? You can't attract what you don't have, okay? And you have had these experiences, okay? So you have to remember how you felt when you have had this. Or just think about something that makes you feel like, say you want to attract a relationship. I may have already said that, I'm sorry. But say you want to attract a relationship. Remember, or try to anyway, you got the point, okay? Did you? I hope you got the point, because I'm getting a little... Anyway, the main thing is we are here to connect to our higher selves, okay? And we have all been going through this release, okay? We have been going through this release because if we don't release these things, they will hold us back. They will hold us down from ascending higher, okay? Because remember, I said there's a rapture going on. This is the awakening. It has been happening for a while, but it has accelerated thanks to social media, you know what I'm saying, and information. I'm gonna read what I got so I can do this. Connecting to the higher self. That's the main thing, okay? Walking on your life purpose, and like I said, you can't ascend to your higher self or to your life purpose if you are allowing things to hold you back, okay? It's like dimensions. It's like third dimensional and fourth dimensional and fifth dimensional. You know what I'm saying? You can't. Third dimensional and fifth dimensional doesn't, you know, you can't have a third dimensional mind and resonate with the 5D. You know what I'm saying? You can't, because you won't be able to comprehend it. The vibrations are not the same. The vibrations are not the same. So learn to vibrate on what it is that you want to attract. Alright? I'm going to end this video. I'm getting things and distractions and this is that. But be focused and determined and persistent. Okay? Especially when it comes to manifesting, you know, or ascending higher. Make sure that you stay focused, you know, because it's so easy to go back when you're not focused, when you're looking back. You know what I'm saying? So the higher self, that this is something that we all have. Our God self, you know, the Christ self, the Buddha self, the whatever self, you know what I'm saying? It's the higher self, it's the higher consciousness, you know, and this is something that we all have, and the purpose is to resonate with this higher frequency, you know, and become the collective again. Some say it can't happen, some say it won't happen. Anything is possible, but you know, why get left in the rapture, you know, because of doubt, you know, or because of what somebody else says. Do what resonates with you, okay? Anyway, thank you for viewing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos. I thought I was going to do tarot. I have my cards here, but this video is already 1 hour and 13 minutes long. That's too long, okay? I am not going to sit here and whatever, but I know that it's a lot of valuable information in here. If you could just, well, this is the end of the video, so I can't say if you could just sit back and listen to it. Thank you for taking the time to sit and listen to it, you know, and it's great to be able to have the time and the freedom to sit and listen to a video that's over 1 hour long. Okay, but anyway, share the video, subscribe to my channel, tell people about my channel. My channel is not for everyone, of course. Everyone is not for everyone. Only those that vibe with me, or you know, it's an attraction thing. Okay, right now I'm at 26 subscribers and I want to get up. At first I was saying I want to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can go live, but I'm using my webcam. This is not a live feed, but I can go live. It's kind of bothersome because my videos make these sounds and they glitch and all this. But anyway, help support my channel, help me grow, help me buy better, you know, equipment so that, you know, things won't, you know, that I will be able to edit and all this other things to make it more attractive and interesting for you. I'll leave my my Cash App and my PayPal in the description below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you. I have love in me, so I can give it. I hope that the information in this video was helpful for you. And like I said before, if you know anybody that needs to hear this message, please don't hesitate to send it to them. because this is the reason that I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because we need it. We all need it. Like me, I listen to people like me all the time, you know, on YouTube. I have a few people that I'm subscribed to, and I be needing it, okay? Tarot readers and all. So, yeah. Anyway, peace.